So, welcome back. As you know, my name is Brendan Bromley, and yesterday we went ahead and we reviewed the first three movies in the Dirty Harry series, which is Dirty Harry, Magnum Force, and The Enforcer. Today we are going to be looking at the two other sequels in the series, Sudden Impact and The Deadpool. Directed by and starring Clint Eastwood as the main character Dirty Harry, Sudden Impact is the fourth movie in the Dirty Harry series and was released on December 8th of 1983. It's about a woman who was raped in the middle of the night by a whole bunch of gangbangers and the crime went unpunished. To get revenge, she goes after them one by one and starts to kill them off, which leaves a trail of bodies which then catches Detective Harry Callahan's eye, who goes after her. Listen, even though I absolutely love the stories in all of these movies, Sudden Impact has my favorite plot line out of the entire series. The reason why Sudden Impact has my favorite plotline out of the entire series is simply because of the fact the villains. The villains are awesome in this movie. Even though they're not as good as Scorpio, Detective Harry Callahan has a tough time trying to go down and hunt both of these people down. He doesn't like the gangbangers, and he doesn't like what the woman's doing, but he understands why the woman is doing it. Therefore, it's hard for him to arrest her. And for that reason and that reason alone, Sudden Impact just may be my favorite sequel to the original Dirty Harry. All of us have seen a movie out there where we root for the bad guy in the movie, such as Tony Montana in Scarface or Darth Vader in Star Wars. Now, I want to apply that same factor to the woman who's hunting down her gangbangers. She is doing some disgusting things, but that's the thing, is we understand why she's doing them, and hell, may even get us to side with her in why she's doing it. So, there you go. I mean, Sudden Impact is probably my favorite sequel out of all of the Dirty Harry sequels. Clint Eastwood as Dirty Harry is always fantastic. The villains are good in this one. I love the story, as I have mentioned before. And overall, I'm going to give Sudden Impact a 9 out of 10. So let's have ourselves a little recap. So Dirty Harry is a 10 out of 10. Magnum Force is an 8.5 out of 10. The Enforcer is a 6 out of 10, and now Sudden Impact is a 9 out of 10. Well, it leaves one other movie left, and well, what will that rank? Directed by Buddy Van Horn, The Deadpool's the fifth and final. The is that? Oh, shit. It's Jim Carrey. And yes, that man there is the Jim Carrey that we all know and love. The one from The Mask and the one from Ace Ventura. He got his start from playing a meth head rock star in The Deadpool. Even though Jim Carrey is in this movie, he's wasted. He's a wasted character considering he dies in like the first 20 minutes. And Jim Carrey's death marks the beginning of what is called The Deadpool, a list of people that this horror movie director named Peter Swan had made kind of as a joke, but was surprised to see that when someone had gotten a hold of the list, started killing people on the list. Peter Swan is played by... Are you freaking kidding me? Okay, Liam Neeson, what the hell are you doing in this movie? First we got meth head cocaine snorting Jim Carrey, now we got Oscar Schindler himself, Liam Neeson? I wonder what else this movie has. Okay, wait a minute. Who the hell is that? Well, for those who don't know, he's Inspector Al Quan. He is the ass-kicking, kung-fu fighting, killing machine partner to Dirty Harry. Played by Evan C. Kim, Al Quan is unfortunately a rather useless character. He's honestly, he has such a little point to the movie that this is the only photo online I could find of him. And while we're on the topic of weak or pointless characters, the villain himself is honestly not that good. His motivation sucks. His only motivation is to impress some girl that he met on the set. And that's my problem with this movie, is that even with the great cast such as Clint Eastwood, Liam Neeson, Jim Carrey, and Evan C. Kim, the movie rather falls flat because all of the characters, except for maybe Peter Swan, played by Liam Neeson, and of course Harry Callahan, played by Clint Eastwood, all the rest of the characters are weak. But I digress. Even with its weak characters, this movie is a very fun and enjoyable entry in the Dirty Harry series, and it was nice to go on at least a semi-high note. It's not the worst in this series. As a matter of fact, I say that goes to The Enforcer. So, with all that said, the Deadpool gets a 7 out of 10. Well, there you go. We just went through the entire Dirty Harry series, all 5 movies, and, well, this month is only beginning. I got probably around another 100 movies left to review. And so, with that being said, thank you for watching. My name is Brendan Bromley, and have a good night.